Everyone says yes, I agree. Sue, would you please write down that God perseveres? Okay, now we're going to go to the compassion column. I'm going to have compassion for Victor's dancing. Let's ask a question here about compassion. When God had compassion on the Ninevites, did he show that he does not boast when he had compassion? Remember, compassion is like, let's describe compassion for a minute. Let's talk about compassion. Compassion is when you see somebody who's in need, such need. And it's when you have that conviction in your heart when you have to go help them. So that's compassion. Does compassion go along with boasting? Does it show that God does not boast? Was he proud of anything when he had compassion on the Ninevites? Stand up if you agree or disagree. That he does not boast. We have 1, 2. We're asking that when God shows compassion, that God is not boasting when he shows compassion. If you agree with that, stand up. Everyone has stood up. Sue, please write down that God does not boast. Okay. When God has compassion, we only have a few more here to go through. When God shows compassion, does he show that he does not delight in evil? If you agree that when he has compassion, he shows that he doesn't delight in evil, please stand up. We have 2 up. 3. Sorry, Lindsay. I didn't see you. We have 2 groups. Oh, Rachel's up. Philip. They took a sit. No. We're going to go with the majority answer. They're sitting out this one saying, we're going to say that God does not delight in evil, according to the majority of the group here. Finally, the last question, everyone can sit down. Finally, the last question for compassion. When God has compassion, does it show that God always protects his creation? If you agree with that, please stand up. Phillips up. Team Maddie / Stoner. Five, 4, 3.
You have a verdict?
Okay, we're going to go with the majority on this one. When God shows compassion, he shows that he always protects his creation. Sue, please write it down. Okay, we're going to go with the last one, patience. When God has patience, does he show that he is not self-seeking? If you agree with that, please stand up. We have 3 up. Philip and Jed. I know. Philip is up. Jed, your group, what is your verdict? We're going to go with the majority on here. They cannot come to an agreement. Sue, please write down, when God shows us patience, he is not self-seeking. We only have 2 more to go through. When God shows us patience, does that mean that God is always trusting? Does that mean that God is always trusting? Whether it's in his will, in his design, in his creation, is God, when he has patience, showing trust? Steve. Trust in his own intelligence, his will. In the midst of calamity, when God has patience, when the Ninevites were sinning, and he had patience, did he show trust? Are you getting tired? Philip, Victor, what are you guys coming up with? You're saying no. Victor, Jed, Maddie. You're sitting. Majority still says that God always trusts. Finally, always trusts. When God shows patience, this is the last one. We're looking for like a 5-second answer here. When God shows patience, is he saying that he always hopes? He always hopes. In the simplest of terms, does he always hope? 5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone has stood up. Please write down, too, that God always hopes.